Hello YouTube, how are you? I'm coming to show you my studio. That's better. To flick the light on twice to get it to work, sometimes 3 times, sometimes 4. Don't look at the mess, there's a mess here in the garage. I'm going to tidy this out. Without showing too much on this side, there is a whole mess there that need to fix. I'm hoping that this is going to be where my wood store is going to be. I'm putting because this shelf is dirty, I'm going to use this down there for to store wood, and then I have 2 new shelving units that are going to store other things. So on-air light works, but it doesn't work the way I want it to work, so I'm going to change that out. I've ordered a new one. It's going to be one, because each time you have to, it's not switched on inside the house, inside the studio, but because you have to press that all the time, that's going, and there's a new one going in there. Hopefully this is obviously switched on, but the power's inside, so on into EC. Now, I've nothing in it yet. I've put a new desk. My seat's not even in it, but all that's in here at the minute is this little radiator. I have a feeling I'm going to put it on an hour before I come out here, because let's close this door a minute. Keep the heat, whatever heat there is. Because this room, during the day it's bearable, and it's hopefully during the day that I'll be doing most of my recording out here. There will be the odd time that whenever I'm doing interviews and things, it may have to be done in the evening. This is green screen. I'm looking at ways to attach it to the ceiling, because pad down a strip hazard. Strip hazard is in the door. This is the switch that activates the on-air side, though it should do. And then this switch on these powerful bright lights, and even with these lights on, turn that one off, it's still relatively bright here. I'm just gonna bring that in a wee bit. See, obviously I'll avoid a better angle. I'll try and do something just to show you my green screen expertise, but it's mainly for Zoom, recording Zoom interviews and that sort of thing. Probably make you sick. Woo! But studio it's big enough for me. You know, it's about, I don't know what, 5 feet by 6.5 feet long, 6.5 feet wide, and if you go this way then it's 5 feet wide, so it's 5 feet wide by 6.5 long, or you come into the door 6.5, case in point, trip hazard. 6.5 wide and 5 long. So this is my little studio. I suppose, no, these are LED lights. They will run cold. They always have this option as well, a warm light, but I prefer the cool white, because it really reflects off my face. That's not a bad angle there. I've lost my little clips, so I'll be able to do something with that. Obviously, I believe this light takes out a lot of the shadows. I will need a light probably at the bottom to light up the green screen, but it's all a learning curve. It really, really is. Oh! So, I love this feature because my last phone didn't have this feature, and the phone before did have. This is my garage currently. What a tip. These pallets have to go. They belong to my father-in-law, but every time I say to my wife, you need to tell your dad or your brother to lift them, she tells me to put them in the back of my car. They won't fit in the back of my car, dear. Obviously, there's a dumping ground. There's a wood burning, or a wood, my wood burner stove in there, logs and things, and wood. I want to put them down there, as I said, with that shelf there, put it down there, build up the wood, maybe even just build the wood on the floor and build it up. Pull all this out. I'm thinking of putting my flight cases up on the top of the seal of the roof there, so an easy access. What else? I'm hoping my lathe will it'll probably go along here, so I have a lathe. That's better. Power of technology. You may have noticed this bad boy. This is in fact a waterproof plug, because I'm hoping to have my hot tub in here. There's my Wellingtons, which I refuse to wear because there's probably a spider's nest in it. But that is the garage, and I have a lot of work to do to get it up and running to the way I want it. But that is my garage, and as messy it is, and that's the studio. So that's the garage and my little studio. Waiting on a new desk, as I said. So, down that's my house. This here, where we had a gas boiler went last week. Our gas boiler just went, or 2 weeks ago, boom. So we had to wait for a full week to get a new gas boiler. The boys that put in the plumber said, the boys that put in the gas boiler said this was the beginning of the end. This drip off, that's a valve for the gas boiler, because we haven't got a hot water tank in the attic, or a water tank in the attic. There's no way that would have been a drip off. There's no way that there's no overflow pipe. So that's the garage. That's my wife's cable reel doofer, and this is my own lawn that I grew myself. Me? Well, God had a hand in it, obviously, and Mother Nature. But so that's what's happening in the Watson household at the minute. You know, man goes into the fridge and looks and sees what there is, and then he closes it and says, "No." I'm on a fast, actually. I'm doing 14 hour fasts every day, and for 2 weeks now I've lost 4 pounds, so I'm really happy with that, and I'll try and keep that up. So anyway, well, I'm going to go in here and catch up on my shows on Sky Q, do a bit of tidying up, and then head on the radio. What time is it? It's 1:30. An hour and a half. You know what, I won't sit down, I'll just finish up tidying up and get ready to go. All the best, folks. Thanks for listening. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, even. Not on the radio yet.